Hi everyone, this is just a quick wedding makeup tutorial. Shows you the prep of the skin, which is the most important part of the routine. This here is the end result. So if you want to know how I got this look, then just stay tuned and keep watching. First we're going to apply Clarins Double Serum. This is to give you that glow from within. And to apply it, just warm it up in your hands and then push it into your skin, going down to your neck. Now we're using Clarins Extra Firming Eye Cream. You really want this area to be hydrated due to the powder that we pop on top of the concealer. Next is Clarins Pore Control, which is really good for tightening any open pores. I apply the majority of this just down my T-zone where my pores are more enlarged. For moisturiser, I'm using the Clarins Hydra Essential Gel Sorbet. Again, just warm it up in your hands and then push it into the skin, going down to your neck. For primer, I'm using the Clarins Beauty Flash Balm. This will help your makeup last all day and all night, and it's really good for brightening and tightening the skin. I'm also going to use a Clarins Instant Smooth Primer, which is amazing for filling out fine lines, pores and wrinkles to give you that really smooth base. This is best applied pushed into the skin with your fingers. Last primer, I promise. This is the Clarins SOS Primer in 00, and this is beautiful for giving that lovely radiance to your skin. Next, you're going to need a damp beauty sponge and a really good setting spray to use this in between the layers of your makeup. Now just spritz your beauty sponge with your setting spray and spritz it all over your face, ready for your foundation. For this look, I'm using the Clarins Everlasting Foundation, which is quite a high coverage, but it's really beautiful on the skin. It looks really natural once you've blended it all out. And I'm applying this just with a flat brush first to get it all over my face, and then I'm going to push it in with that damp beauty sponge to get a nice even layer. For concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. Now I'm going to apply this under the eye area, as you can see. Then you want to go down the bridge of your nose, on your forehead, your cupid's bow and your chin. And what this is going to do is just going to brighten those areas up. Just give it a good blend until there's no harsh lines left, so you can't see where your concealer starts and your foundation stops. With the Clarins Fix Makeup Spray, I'm just going to give it a quick spritz over the top of that, just to lock that layer in place. Now we're going to set that concealer in place so it doesn't budge with a MAC Mineralize Skin Finish. Setting your concealer will also stop it from creasing and smudging as well. Next is a MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in Lightscapade. Using a duo fibre brush, you just want to dust a very light layer over the top of your skin. It just provides an extra layer of radiance. Now we're going to use this MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Beaming Blush, which is like a rosy gold colour. You want to concentrate this on the centre of your face and just your cheeks, because it gives you a really lovely glow. Next we're going to use this MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in Medium Dark. Apply this to the perimeters of your face where the sun would naturally hit, and this is going to give a beautiful base for our bronzer to sit on top of. For bronzer, we're using the Nars Laguna bronzer. Now this is a really beautiful shade, it's very neutral and it suits quite a lot of skin tones. Again, just apply it to the perimeter of your face where the sun would naturally hit to give you that warmth to the skin. Moving on to blush, we're going to use Dandelion by Benefit. Start off on the apples of the cheek and just swoosh it back towards your ear. Then I'm going to top that with the MAC Mineralize blush in Petal Power. Now this has got like a gold sheen to it, it's beautiful, it's really good for photography as well. And I've just used the same brush that I used the Benefit Dandelion on just to apply that. Now onto highlighter, I'm using the Illamasqua Beyond Powder in the shade OMG. And to apply that, I'm just using a fan brush. You want to pop this just on the top of your cheeks, on your cupid's bow, the bridge of your nose, the centre of your forehead, just to give you an all over glow. And then get a clean sponge and don't forget to spritz them layers down. And then with that sponge, what I'm going to do is just push that setting spray into the skin, and this is going to lock all the layers down. This is what's going to make your makeup last all day and all night. Remember just to be very light with the pressure. For eyebrows, I'm using the Illamasqua eyeshadow in the shade Jules, and I'm using a Body Shop slanted angle brush to pop this on. This is how I apply my eyebrows. Don't worry about making any mistakes or any smudges or anything like that, because you can just go in with a concealer and just neaten it all up. I like to use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer to just neaten up those rough lines. And then just grab a clean fluffy brush and just blend the edges of that concealer out so it all blends nicely into your foundation. Now we're moving on to the eyeshadow, and you want to grab a really good eyeshadow primer. I'm going to use a Plouise one in the shade 01. And I'm just going to pat this into my eyelid using a clean beauty sponge. And once I've done that, I'm just going in with that same brush and just blending out all the edges so there's no harsh lines anywhere. For the lid colour, I'm going to use this MAC pigment in the shade Gold Mode. To apply this, I'm going to use a fluffy brush. I'm just going to very gently buff it into the eyelid, starting from the inner corner, going 3/4 of the way out. Switching to a smaller brush, I'm using the shade Sidekick from Makeup Geek, and I'm just creating a C shape on the outer corner of my eye. And you just want to buff that until the colour is blended. Using a smaller brush, you want to go into a darker brown colour and just create the same shape on the inside of that first colour that we've put down, and just blend it until it's all smooth. And then just grab a clean brush and then just buff out the edges of all the eyeshadow that you've put down. And then if you need to re-intensify your colours, you can do, just go back over the top with the same brushes and the same colours. And again, just go around the edges and buff out any harsh lines. And you should end up with something like this. Next, you want to take some of that dark brown shade on a really flat brush, and you want to just push that colour as close to the lash line as you possibly can. This will give your eye definition and shape. Then you want to just repeat the same thing on the lower lash line, but only go 1/3 of the way in. This will give your eye the appearance of them being longer and more open. Then get a small fluffy brush with some of the lighter brown eyeshadow on and just buff out that line. After that, you want to apply your mascara. My favourite one is a Clarins Super Volume Mascara. It doesn't print, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake, and it gives a lot of volume. It's a lovely mascara. And then what I've done, I've just cut some eyelashes in half and I've just popped them on the outer corner of the eye. This is really comfortable and really effective. Onto the lips, I'm using this Buxom Plump Line lip liner in the shade Stealth. It's just like a neutral nude colour, and I'm just colouring in the lips with that. And then I'm going to pop on this Clarins Lip Perfector in the shade 04 over the top. Then I felt like we lost the lip line a little bit, so I've taken a darker shade in the plump line, and this is the shade Covert Fair. And I'm just ever so slightly going over the lip line just so we don't lose it in the face. Just gives the lips a bit more definition. And when you've finished, you should have something that looks a little bit like this. And this is the completed look. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all picked up a couple of hints and tips. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all stay safe, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye!